if you can, you may just let us see how you look. All right. Oh, wow. We mask. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I see some of our friends here as well. All right. Okay. Today we're working on this countdown to Christmas meltdown, which is starting the next week. If you're wondering why it's not starting on Monday but the following week, so sharing me today is Phoebe and Michael. All right, three of us have gone through this amazing program, and we can't wait to share with you our personal experience and transformation. So I'm going to share screen now, and Phoebe will be presenting with me. Ooh, give me a second. Phoebe, you may want to say hello first. Let me get ready for share screen.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Phoebe. You want to just introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Phoebe. What should I say? I've lost some weight, and here I am to tell you how to do it.
Yeah. Okay. Phoebe and me have been friends for some time. Was it 10 years? Probably around there. Maybe 10 years. Yeah. Okay. So I'm a design consultant, and I have 2 kids. I'm kind of mid-50s. So I've always been a sports person. So managing my weight has always been a pursuit. But when I was working very hard as a business owner, I really packed on quite a bit because I was just so desk-bound. Didn't have time chasing the business. So when this came along, I didn't take it seriously. I tried for a few times, and I'm so glad that I got a hang of it, and I managed to maintain what my current weight. But with Phoebe, Phoebe has gone through some amazing transformation in the last few weeks, and because of her, I'm going to put my finger down and try and lose another 5 or more, maybe. Yeah. All right, Phoebe, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so I'll seriously tell you a bit about myself. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a 3-year-old son, and I think I have always been on a perpetual yo-yo dieting thing, and it has obviously not been very successful. Transitioning to motherhood made it even worse because of the poor lifestyle habits and just basically poor sleep, and all that just contributed to really tremendous weight gain and uncontrollable weight gain. And also together with a very hectic kind of lifestyle that I have, I think it was just very hard for me to maintain a healthy diet. And so I decided to give myself a chance and take self-care seriously. So I embarked on the TLS 30 days program, and it really changed the way I look at food and the way I look at dieting. In fact, I wouldn't call it a diet anymore because we're going to tell you how it works. It's going to rewire your brain, and it's going to change how your body has that relationship with food. So I would say I'm not going back to what I was. Yeah.
So Phoebe is going to share how she did it for at the end of this. Maybe Phoebe, shall we listen to a bit of intro from Michael as well?
Yes.
Yeah. Michael, tell us a bit about yourself.
Oh, hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm Michael. I'm based in Melbourne. I'm a business owner, but I'm really into fitness. I think I'm really into. I've been trying very hard to get into good shape. I used to be a fireman before, but after I had my kids, it was really hard to maintain and proud to have that board for a while. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Michael. So 3 of us are in our 30s, 40s, and 50s. So you get a good gauge, man and woman. We're going to hop straight into the introduction, and it's going to be very holistic because we're going to tell you everything that constitute to the way we look and the way we weigh and the way we live. So bear with us if it gets a little bit extensive, but we try and make it as entertaining as possible. Yeah. So TLS Transitional Lifestyle Solutions is for everybody, and that's what we're going to share with you. All right. Phoebe, you're going to just tag along with me. So why do we struggle with weight? Too much to do for everyone else. We're always very, very busy. And like me, when I'm like working, I don't really have time to exercise. But I think that's really, really an excuse. I love cooking, but I don't have time to cook. Skipping meals is what I always do. Sometimes, we hang out, we end up, just eating a meal. Like now, there's a lot of intermittent fasting and all that. There's a lot of debate on that as well. So poor food choices, out of control cravings. Phoebe, I'm sure some of this, I don't know, if you're going to go through a ticking box thing, I think I'm going to take more than 50% of what's listed here. What about you?
I think I'll just take everything right now. Oh, but that was my life back then. I'm not like that anymore.
Wow. Everyone? 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's quite a bit over there. All right. So boys and girls, I think when you look at this, I'm sure we can take more than 50% of this. Yeah. So why diets don't work? Just now, some of you were here. Wendy was talking to us about what she went through in other programs. There's a lot of diet programs out there. So why are we not a diet, Phoebe?
Oh, we're not a diet because it's not a one-off thing. It's a systemized program. It's something that you can follow step by step, and it tells you how to go about along the way. It's not a diet because it doesn't tell you, oh, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, and permanently cut out carbs. It's not like that at all. There's no meal replacement either. Yeah.
So it's more lifestyle than whatnot, right? So a lot of the diets out there, they tell you what to eat. They don't really tell us how to eat. So I've been visiting Phoebe for the last 4 weeks. I realized that she's been eating so differently and such a different lifestyle from 6 weeks ago when I knew her for like 8 years. She was eating really, really differently. So we're going to go into how we can do this together. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So there's a lot of science behind TLS. You'll be walking into 30 days of building muscle. And the way we're eating is going to help us convert some of our fats into muscles as well. And that would build our metabolism. Feel free to hop in anytime, yeah?
Yeah, if I could just add on, the one thing why I realized my yo-yo dieting didn't work out was because my metabolism was not at a healthy state. So eating and starving myself, or like trying to intermittent fast without doing it right or properly, was actually wrecking my body and putting it in a fat storing mode. So basically, when we see that we lose some weight and then suddenly after that diet we gain so much back, it probably didn't work out because your body was stunned, or like it was like thinking that, oh, I'm starved, like, no, my human is starving, and so I'm going to store the fat instead. So you might have lost some weight in that I don't know, whatever program you were doing, but you might have just lost water weight and maybe burned a bit of fat, but you're not building muscle. So what Sharon is trying to say is that when you build muscle, you will be constantly burning fat long term.
Yes, you're right. I remember Phoebe tells me that occasionally she gets headache and she gets bloating as well in the morning. So a lot of that is also the way we were eating, the habits as well, right, Phoebe?
Yes, definitely. So what you eat for supper also affects how you rest throughout the night and how you feel in the morning. And it's a vicious cycle, because if you feel lousy, you're going to make lousy food choice as well. So having a program that tells you how to eat is going to help you succeed in this.
Yeah, and the TLS program, the platform has so much resources that you can always learn from and fall back on. So what makes TLS very different is there's no calorie counting. You kind of like eat quite a bit as well. And Phoebe, you were eating real food, isn't it?
Yeah, I was eating 5 meals a day, and like every 2 hours plus, at the moment I feel hungry, I would put something in my mouth because I don't want to feel like I'm starving and then eat something that is not good for my body.
Was it easy? I mean, no calorie counting sounds a little bit ridiculous. So do you have to be very mindful of what you eat all the time? Were you counting throughout the day?
Well, I didn't think about counting calories at all, because I knew exactly what I should put in my mouth. Anything that is high in fiber and high in protein, low in fat, you can eat it in almost limitless amount as long as it satisfies your body, and you will feel it in over like a week's time. You'll notice how amazing your energy levels are and how much your body is being fueled by the good food choices that you're making.
Well, okay, customizable, because your lifestyle, my lifestyle, I think Michael's lifestyle is so different.
Exactly. If you like Asian food, you like Western food, you can customize it to your taste as well.
Okay, I'm going to look at how affordable this is, because I know a lot of diets out there are really, 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 very, very expensive. And ours is pretty affordable, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's something that you can do over 12 weeks.
Okay, cool. All right, so the 4 key components of TLS to make sure that we succeed and sustain are really this four composition. So we're going to go into the 4 directly. Okay. Low GI impact eating is really, really something that has been there. Everybody is very aware of this. There's so much information out there floating about this. It's really the talking point. When I really dig into it, there's really, really a lot of research on it. And it does help to stabilize our blood sugar. And it keeps us in a fat burning zone. So for TLS 30 days, we're going to really, really study this and eat a low GI food along the way.
Yes.
Body composition is focused. We're focused on weight loss. On fat loss, not weight loss, right? And we're going to introduce some exercise into it, and we do advocate a good lifestyle. And I think, Phoebe, I'm sure you agree with me, because some months ago, some weeks ago, the thought of exercise is really not part of your day, isn't it?
Yeah. Basically, my whole day revolves around chasing my son around and just getting things done around the house. So I had to find a way to introduce workouts into my day. And maybe later I'll share a little bit more about how I did it.
Right. But so it's really about adjusting your days and finding time for it. And once you get a hang of it, you almost get addicted. Yeah, our science-based supplementation is really, really effective. It really targets areas that is going to help you along the 4 weeks, and it does accelerate some of the results, which you can't do without any of the supplementation. We've had people who actually did a program with a supplementation and without supplementation. And Phoebe is going to share with us later when she tells us about her 4 weeks, whether how that has helped her. Education is key. Knowledge is really, really important. So the TLS platform has a lot of resources that we can tap on. It is always evolving and upgrading or updating. So there's permanent positive changes, because as new things comes into the scene, we are always in the know of things. Maybe you wanted to add something along here?
Yeah, I was just going to say, there's a smart way to do things, just like when you're in the workplace, there's a smart way to do chores, and there's also a smart way. Yeah. There's also a smart way to manage your weight and also to burn fat. So
I'm glad you mentioned the smart. Yeah, because I've been doing so many things. I'm like almost double your age, and I realized I've always done the traditional way. So let's see what we can do. So the 30 days jumpstart is really contained within 30 days, and every year for the last few years, I've always done this meltdown for Christmas. So this year is usually 21 days, and we've evolved to 30 days. So there's two phases that we get into. Okay, phase 1. I think, Phoebe, you're very familiar with this. Why don't you share with us?
Okay, so the whole 30-day program is broken up into 2 phases. The first phase is cleansing of your body, your system. So the reason why we do this is because the way we've been eating is obviously not helping our body be efficient in burning fat and also managing our weight. So the whole process of this detox in the first week is to help your digestive tract get back into its efficiency. So we eat high fiber, we drink lots of water, we eat light, and we actually are encouraged not to even do too much strenuous activities, because your body is going through something major internally. And so the moment you get your gut in its optimal state, you're actually going to accelerate your fat burning in a phase 2, because the moment your body is good at processing waste and processing everything you eat to give you energy, you're going to be able to burn fat more efficiently. So this is working smart. And then phase 2 is when your body is in its optimal state. You're a fat burning machine. Think about it that way. So you eat really good nutritious food. You're increasing your protein, increasing your fiber intake. We encourage you to take on our nutritional shakes because it also boosts protein intake in your body. And then you're going to introduce exercise. So exercise plus good eating habits plus supplementation is going to give you awesome results at the end of 30 days.
Yes. So if you're hopping into this, Phoebe and myself will be going through with you individually your current state of lifestyle. Because if you are frail, you are weak, then we need to build you up, your immunity as well as your wellness a little bit better, so that you can progressively start at the right footing. There are people who already are exercising. So in phase 1, they continue to exercise. My theory of exercise is very simple. If it doesn't, if what you're doing now doesn't bring you to the next level, then you need to increase the intensity and the difficulty. Does that make sense? Quite simple, right? Because if you don't exercise and you start to exercise and you're going through cleansing, you'll be very weak. You cannot deal with it. But if you're already strong, then we want to increase that strength and bring you to the next level, because you always reach a plateau in all things. Another thing about cleansing is, some people are they really don't eat so well, and for them to change their lifestyle within a day or two, that's not possible. That's why there's this 1 week just lead up before you mentally and also environmentally prepare for that. All right. So remember this. Most of us as franchise owners, we own this website. So if you've not gone in, let me tell you, the resources inside there is really, really, really huge. And you will be going in and out of this website of yours to really, really help you along. Right. The success model is very simple. We're just going to simplify things along the way now. Look at the pie chart here. So food is really, really a big component of what we're going to do to help us speed up the process. Exercise is there. So Phoebe will tell you, it's not how long you exercise, is what you do during the exercise. And I've been on kettlebell the last few months because of pandemic. My gym is really my yoga mat, and with one kettlebell, I really work on my glutes, my arms, my abs. What else is there? Of course, it's open. Our lifestyle is very important as well, so we're going to go deeper into that later. So our goal in TLS is to condition not only physically, but also mentally. So exercise is really, really a very good component. We focus on body fat. We focus on the loss of body fat, all right? And okay, so let's take a look at this. When you start on the program, there are a few areas that we want you to measure up. Take your measurements, because you're going to see yourself melt down when the 30 days is out. So we're going to bring it from fat burning, fat storing, slow metabolism, high body fat to low body fat, faster metabolism, and fat burn zone. Okay, let's take a look at this. What's your body shape? Maybe some of you like me were maybe here when you were much younger. All of us were here. I think Michael was looking like this when he was, I don't know, he said he was a fireman. I always forget that he was a fireman. All right, but he's now, he owns various businesses in Melbourne now. So I'm not sure what body shape Michael is. Later on, you can take a closer look. I think Phoebe and myself, we went through a lot. So her body shape was really, really the last tree over that side. And it's amazing how she's transformed. Okay, BMI chart. BMI is a very important component of measuring how healthy you are. You can take a look at this, see where you are. Let's take a look at maybe normal. So your weighing machine will be able to tell you where you are. And these are the charts that you can refer to make sure that you keep within that zone. If you're out of this zone, you want to work towards a more normal zone to stay in a healthy area. To calculate your BMI, this is the formula: your weight, height by height. All right, and there is a BMI calculator in the TLS your back office, so you have that formula right there. And not all carbs are equal. All right. Whenever it comes to food, I will always call upon Phoebe. Phoebe, would you like to share with us what low GI food means?
Okay, so I'll first talk about what it means by not all carbs are equal, because when we look at a low glycemic index chart for food, every item on the food list basically has a glycemic index number tagged to it. So the higher the sugar component in a particular food item, even if it could be a vegetable, could really affect your body's absorption of sugar in that food, and also affect your body's fat burning ability. So, you'll hear people who are diabetic going on low GI diet. That's because they have to manage their sugar intake, not just simple sugar like white sugar, but also sugar in the form of food. Like certain fruits have very high GI. And when you consume too much food in high GI, your body actually has a sugar rush and then a sugar crash. And what we want to do in our 30 days program is not to allow our body to go through that roller coaster of sugar rush and sugar crash, because that's going to make you feel very lousy. And when we constantly eat low GI, we're constantly putting our body in a fat burning zone, and it's going to make your body a fat burning machine, because your body is not starving for food, and it's also eating off good calories and not just calories that are laden with sugar and fat.
For the last few weeks, I see Phoebe eating. She's always telling me, I'm hungry. So what is low GI eating here? Take a look at this one. Yeah.
Yes. So as I mentioned earlier, there's certain foods that really give you a sugar rush, even if it could be as innocent as like watermelon, because everyone thinks, fruit juice is great for me. It's from fruits. But what we don't realize is that when you drink fruit juice, for example, without the fiber, it's not very effective for you. You're literally just drinking cups and cups of sugar, and it's going to make our body go through that rush, and your body's going to take that high sugar food that you just consume and burn that off without working on the excess fat in your body. So, people who are constantly eating high sugar, high GI food, they realize that they're losing energy really quickly, because your body starts to burn off that high GI food that you consume and not really learning how to burn off the fat stored in your body. And that's why you also realize that no matter how much you exercise, you're not really burning off the extra flabs you see around your body.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so low GI benefits are here. It really promotes your cardiovascular health. It helps maintain your blood sugar. Of course, it helps you to burn fat, and that's why you become a fat burning machine. And of course, with that, you will have a better energy. And naturally, because of that, it's entirely anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, if I could just add something about anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
I know Sharon noticed me before I went on this TLS program. I look bloated, like not just fat, but bloated. So when you eat food that is high GI, you tend to look bloated. You'll see that. You see that change in the first week. You realize that your face is always puffy, your belly is always bloated, and that's because you're having too much high GI food in your diet. And the moment you switch that, you lose all the inflammation in your body, together with great supplements, of course. That really aids the process of reducing inflammation in your body.
Yeah, and because of that, we're going to give you time to go trash out whatever is in your fridge and get some good stuff into your fridge. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Right. Okay, let's take a look at some numbers here.
Yeah, so this is a comprehensive enough chart to show you the GI value of different kinds of food available. Basically, you want to eat food that is of low GI. Don't worry, in our 30 days program, we have a specific list of fruits, vegetables, and lean protein that you can consume. And if you stick to that, it's comprehensive enough. It's like more than enough food you can eat, even if you choose one different item every day to eat. Yeah, so more than enough.
So I was going to ask Phoebe, is it possible to eat a lot of vegetables in a day?
Yes. The moment you're hungry, just eat something. Don't go hungry.
Okay. All right, so we're going to eat smarter, sensible. All right, so you don't need to starve yourself and give up flavor to succeed. But we are what we eat and how we eat, how we cook. I think Wendy just now mentioned about, eating very bland food. So in the next few pages, you're going to see some really awesome pictures. These are really pictures because people who come to me and say, hey, I cannot eat yong tau fu every day. It's really very, very boring. I cannot eat fish soup every day. So some pictures here to excite you, to really help you with things as well. And before we go into the pictures, maybe take a look at feeding time. So Phoebe, you keep talking about eating round the clock.
Yes.
Is this about there? Is this how you eat?
Pretty much it. So the one key thing to remember is to feed your body the moment you wake up, because you'll be hungry and you don't want to make poor food choices, and your body is ready to burn fat the moment it wakes up, the moment you're active. So have breakfast, have a morning snack, have your lunch, have an afternoon snack, and then dinner for your last meal, and then stop eating because you're going to rest.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So for me was I need to just give myself I'm a very visual person, so this really helps me. So the idea is you pop something into your mouth every 2-3 hours. Do not let it be in what I call sleep zone, right, Phoebe?
Yes. Even now I'm snacking. I'm having a protein shake.
Oh wow, yeah. Phoebe makes really, really awesome protein shake. So she's going to share with us if you're on the program. Yeah. So the whole idea is do not eat your dinner too late, and make sure you go to sleep at a certain time if you can, and get your body rested. We're going to talk about sleep in a little while. So portion control is very important, isn't it, Phoebe?
Yes, that's right. We will just this chart is great. You just using your hand, it can roughly tell you how much protein to prepare, how much vegetables, how much serving is one vegetable. How much is one serving of vegetables. We actually don't really need to limit vegetables intake because it's high in fiber, it's low in sugar, low GI sugar. So you can eat as much vegetables as you want. Fruits will just be a bit more wary. We'll tell you in phase 1 and phase 2 the amount of portion of fruits you should eat. But basically you can eat anything, any fruit, vegetable, and lean protein.
Okay, so if you're going to follow the feeding time framework and you're going to eat portions like this, logically your body, your stomach is going to be very smaller. You're not going to consume big meals, and it goes through a very sluggish time of breaking the food down and all that. You're kinder to your body, and you're after the program, you realize that you start to reject some food, isn't it, Phoebe?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Your body will just start to love nutritious and wholesome low GI food, and you might even start to feel uncomfortable when you overload it with high GI food, for example, pasta or
char kway teow, maybe.
Char kway teow. Yeah, or pizza if you are in Australia. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's really, really cool. It's really very logical, and I couldn't eat. I was very comfortable eating small portions. I think some of my new friends wonder why you eat so little, but I eat throughout the day, So I don't feel bloated, and I feel so comfortable.
Yes, that's a good sign.
Yeah, right. So portion plating, upsize your protein and your greens. So we're going to just look at plating now. If you take a big plate or you take a small plate and you start portioning it, you can quarter it so that you can give more priority or more portion to vegetables. Eat less meat. Yeah. Phoebe, do you have any formula for the way you plate?
I basically just put 2/3 or whole mountain of vegetables, and I just pile my protein by the side. The thing about this program is, while it looks really scary to see no carbs, and while people say, bak chor mee is my favorite thing to eat, it's still my favorite thing to eat. But just focus on what we're doing in the 30 days. We're really retraining our brain to eat wholesome food, to get the energy from wholesome food. And when you plate your food nicely, you realize that you look forward to your meals.
Oh yeah, it's so colorful. So I think the little chat with Wendy was very interesting. Colors is really very, very important, and it really helps in the appetite. And greens taste so much better somehow the way you are cooking, the way you're plating as well. Yes. So good proteins are really, really important. Lots of protein food for you to choose from. And in what we do, we cut out processed food completely. And for maintenance, you really want to learn to read everything that is on label. So there's also a page on your TLS back office that teaches you how to read your labels carefully. All right. Eat natural food. Of course, don't be too eager to stuff your fridge with food, because in Singapore we're so blessed. There's a supermarket just around the corner, so you can always pick up things every 2 days. Take a walk. have some exercise and pick up fresh food, and take your time when you go to the supermarket and pick up as many things as you want and just add colors to it. All right, the next few pages will show you some really awesome pictures of food combinations that you can plate. For those of you who don't cook, I'm sure after 30 days you will start mucking around with food as well. All right, there you go. Really, really nice. Lots of texture over there. Phoebe, hop in. Tell us a little bit of your tricks. So that dash of lemon is really a nice touch, isn't it?
Yeah. Every time if I have to go out and meet someone for a meal, I always pack my healthy lunchbox so that I'll be snacking while driving to my appointment. And that way I know that I had some good fiber and some healthy snacks to fill my belly so I'm not starving by the time I'm holding the menu and regret what I'm ordering.
Oh, wow. That's a good tip. There was something else about ordering from the restaurants. You really start with maybe the salads and the meat. Yeah, before you go to the
soup.
Yeah.
Choose sugar-free drinks. You can down lots of caffeine-free tea. Yeah. That keeps you going too. Sometimes I know we like to talk and drink and keep drinking.
Okay, but I ask Phoebe a little bit about low sodium. How do you manage flavors and how do you manage salt?
Okay, so yes, if you consume too much salt, it's also not going to be good for your system. We all know what excess salt does to our body. So to change up the way we taste food, you can start looking at the spices and herbs aisle. There are lots of dried spices and herbs that you can consider. For me, my favorite ones are garlic, onion powder, and paprika. I put that in everything, even my eggs, like even my omelets in the morning. I love it on roasted vegetables, and it makes it so tasty. You don't need to add too much salt anyway. So that's one tip you can consider when you're preparing your own meals.
Yeah. So lemons is a must-have when you stock up your fridge. Don't let that awesome yellow disappear from your basket. Olive oil, sea salt maybe, but go easy. Go light. Never over season your food because you're trying to stay with the natural
and enjoy the real taste of food. Yes. If you actually buy good quality vegetables, you realize they taste really lovely.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, okay, some more food over here. And there's so many ways to cook eggs, isn't it? There's one more thing I wanted to add on. It's not to overcook your vegetables, right, Phoebe?
Yeah. So we're also thinking about how to make our food go a longer way for our body. So, when you overcook vegetables, you basically kill, the more you cook the vegetables, you're killing more and more of the healthy nutrients and vitamins. So lightly steaming vegetables are great. You can also lightly stir fry them. But if your gut can allow you to consume lots of raw vegetables, that's definitely in its best form. But if you're eating lots of raw vegetables and you can afford it, do consider organic vegetables because, it's not going to go through the cooking process. So you want it pesticide free.
You're right. Okay, so eating out is very important. Look at the menu. Take your time. Don't rush. Pick the right stuff and order. I always order with less rice, half rice. But the uncle always think that I need more. When I tell them less, they still give me. They just drop off like 5 grains. But so I become very precise. I say just half, and then I'll look at the plate, and then I'll say less. And at the end of the day, right, I will eat. I have my curry days. I love curries, and I would just keep stirring with maybe 1 spoon or 2 spoons of brown rice or so. So that's how I eat. I play in my food, and I think that's perfectly fine. So for the first phase, remember we are cleansing. So the benefits of detoxing and cleansing is really, really nice. I think that's one of the first things that Phoebe did, and she was so. Can you tell us a little bit about what you went through the first phase?
Okay, I think one of the first things that I really I was really unwilling to give up coffee. So I think many of you are just like me. Like we drink coffee throughout the day to get us going, to keep us alive. And I was really unwilling to give it up because I knew I was going to struggle with the headaches and I thought it was going to put me on a perpetual energy slump. But I was surprised to find out that as the days went by, my energy was actually picking up and I was totally fine not having any coffee. One of the not so great experiences, which we will definitely support you through, is the change. The body changes. Some of you might feel dizzy or feel super lousy or low in energy, and that's totally normal because your body is changing its way of absorbing nutrients from your food. Like for example, when I told you, if you're always eating high GI food, your body's just going to immediately grab the sugar and the simple carbs and burn that. But now that you're starving yourself of high GI food, you're eating healthy, wholesome, low GI food that takes a longer time to burn, longer time to release the energy into your body. Your body needs to work harder. And so in the first week, my body was so angry with me. I was like, what are you doing to me? Where's rice? Where is that cake? I want it now. I need the energy now. And slowly but surely, your body will get back into a rhythm. Our body's so adaptable. And so after that 1 week of detoxing your body, it's true. You do see your skin starts to glow and maybe even certain aches and pains in your body that used to feel no longer there because your body's less inflamed as well.
Yes, you're right. And Phoebe was looking so good. I was very, very surprised because from a no exercise to exercise, no rice, plenty of rice to no rice is like crazy. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. I didn't know she was angry. She's always nice to me.
No, actually more like I was angry with my husband.
Oh, why? What happened?
Just picking fights all the time because I was a grumpy, a grumpy, lack of sugar and carbs woman.
I know that you do supper.
Yes, I do.
How difficult was it to just win that off? Yeah.
Oh well, I had a very good why as to why I wanted to do this TLS, and so I reminded myself every time when it came to evening time and it was time to sit in front of the TV, I had to tell myself no supper, and if I couldn't take it, I would just make myself a tall cup of peppermint tea and just slowly sip it throughout the evening and allow myself to unwind. And I do sleep so much better now. Yeah.
You didn't used to sleep very well. I always, hear you complaining that I didn't sleep well.
Yeah, so I actually don't sleep very well because my 3-year-old still wakes up in the middle of the night. So just, going to bed, I can't anticipate he's going to wake up. So just going to bed is kind of hard for me. And at the same time, I think just the excess weight, I don't really know what it did to me, but I just couldn't rest very well. My husband told me I snore a lot. And after post 30 days, he said, I don't hear you anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, this Northern one is new.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so toxins is really one of my favorite topics because my son had acne for many years, and I didn't realize that it was a major toxin problem. And back then, I was really very ignorant of digestive gut affecting skin and overall well-being, including the liver. So toxins is one of the things that we want to get rid of in the whole process. So cleansing is a very critical part of the program. So let's just take a closer look at where these toxins are coming from. Yeah, it's not really just what you eat; it's everything around us, and stress is a very big component of toxins as well. So we need to cleanse every now and then. And the program allows you to zip in and out of detox or cleansing once you get the hang of it. But this is the first transition that's a little bit tricky. But if Phoebe can do it and some of us can do it, I'm sure every one of us can. So let's take a look at this. We still go for our burgers. And if you want to stay with burgers, maybe you want to pick better quality burgers and better meat, right?
Make your own burger.
Oh, yes. Actually, I think we can do that all now. Yeah. Erica is here, so I'm going to ask Erica to make better burgers for us. Overabundance of toxins build up in our bodies to undue stress. You know, I work many years. I'm really a peak performer. So my friends always look at me and say, hey, Sharon, you look terrible. I say, are you okay? I say, no, I'm perfectly fine. Because my mind is so focused on what I do. I'm a peak performer. I do not sleep and stuff. But sometime, not too long ago, I realized one thing. I said that maybe my mind is very strong. It tells my body that I'm not stressed, but my body is screaming for help.
That's very possible.
Right. It's like Phoebe is so positive. It did cross her mind that her body is going through stress. So when I shared this with her, she looked at me and says, yeah, maybe you're right. Our bodies are going through stress. And you know, the age difference between Phoebe and myself, the kind of stress that we go through is very different. She's a stay-at-home mom. I'm a worker bee. So what kind of stress do we go through? So what does stress mean to you? So you may want to think about what stress is all about. So like any filter, the liver is the last organ in your body to process your food. And if you know our intestine is really 6.3 meters long. I'm only 1.5, so it's 3 times my height. It's going around my body, So everybody has about the same length, so don't need to fight, all right? But the liver is a very important organ, and we fail to take care of that. And you just leave it to let it thrive or let it move along life, And when I realized that liver is very important, I started taking a close look at curcumin, which we will do so in a little while. Yeah. So just beware, all right? So our liver, gall, bladder, kidneys, and digestive system. Remember I told you about my son? So when I helped to remove, when I was a lot more aware and I gave him our isotonics, I think the delivery system really helped to get into his system. And in a very short time, versus 3 months versus 3 years, he kind of went away, not only on his neck, on his arms, as well as the back of his back. So I think that's tremendous, results. And today, I don't even need to make for him. He'll make for himself all the time.
This sounds amazing.
Yes, right. Okay, visceral fat. I think a lot of us have this. I'm not going to ask you to lift your shirt to take a look. All right. And people around us have this issue. I'm going to just say something very simple. The earlier you start fixing this thing around your body and your stomach, the better it is for anyone. So if somebody, can you imagine if you have more than you need? It's actually just creating a lot of traffic jam inside your body. So
yeah, it's excess baggage.
Right. It's so dangerous. The visceral fat is something, let's take a closer look at what visceral fat is. So I think let's just gun for one pack. How about that? Yeah, but I must tell you that exercise is quite important. So if you feel that you don't want to run for whatever reason, you really want to go and study what kind of exercise that you like to do. And Serene is over here. Serene's going to tell you, I can work on my bed, I can study on my bed, I can exercise on my bed, and she has some really nice videos to share with us as well. So let's take a look at what happens when you have visceral fat. These are all the things that can happen to you. I'm sure all of us have one or two of it, and it can be the cause of early cause of a dementia as well as stroke. So let's see what we can do to remove some of the visceral fat that we all have. So all of us have fats. It's just the degree. So your weighing machine will be able to tell you the amount of fats you have. All right, sugar is scary. Well, most of us don't take extreme sugar. We take sugar anyway. It's just being more aware, and if you can cut out sugar, I think that'd be really, really nice. So sugar does make you age faster. I think this is a very nice page for Phoebe to elaborate on.
Yes,
the collagen and elastin.
Yes, I'm also a skincare junkie, so I've always known that sugar is very harmful for your body in general because it's basically calories that your body doesn't need. It's not nutritious, and when you're eating so much calories from sugar, you're also denying your body healthy calories from fruits and vegetables that are going to supply your body with the needs, like building up collagen. So people who drink a lot of coffee and sugary drinks, you do notice that as they reach their 40s, 50s, they do age more rapidly compared to people with a wholesome, healthy diet. So you can eat your way to healthy, youthful, and graceful aging.
Yeah, you're right. So sugar imbalance also creates all these issues. That's why diabetic is so high in Singapore as well. So being aware of the sugar level is really, really important. There's sugar everywhere. Even fruits has sugar as well. So we do have fruits in our 30 days, but we got to be very mindful what kind of fruits. So Phoebe is very correct. The program does tell exactly how much, what kind of fruits you should gun for. All right, let's take a look visually how much sugar there is in all the food that we have.
Yes.
Water. Let's talk about water. I have a lot of people who don't drink enough water, including myself. How much water do you actually drink, and then the quality of water that you drink. Yeah. So it can help with a lot of things, including helping you with your bowel function. With isotonics, we do visit the toilet every day. And if you attend some of the nutritionist talks, like Emily Quack, she will tell you the state of your stools. Does tell you your health as well.
Yes, and what is big in burning fat? So
there you go.
Yes, that's real science in it. If you don't believe this program, you can do your own Googling. Yep. Water is huge. So the more water you take, the more efficient your body is at burning fat.
Wow. See, you can reduce your calorie intake by 13%. So everyone, you may want to just drink a glass of water or two before you take a meal. So if you are dehydrated, it can really lead to some issues: impaired digestion, lethargy, brain fog, and false hunger cues. So, you didn't know that just not drinking enough water can give you a lot of problems. All right, so that's the fun fact. Okay, just to give you a gauge, because I know we drink water, but you really want to quantify it so that you know you're drinking more than enough. So this is just to give you a flavor of what you can consume in the morning and what you can consume. This is bare minimum, bare minimum. And you really want to go study the quality of water as well. I think alkaline water is good for you. Everybody has different perspectives, so do your own reading.
Yeah, don't count coffee as water, please.
Oh yes,
not counted.
All right, thank you.
It's not water either.
Yes, you're right. So good water.
Just H2O. Sorry,
so sleep is one of my biggest problems. I never sleep enough. On some days I don't sleep. So I think it's really bad for you. So let's take a look at what happens when you sleep well. Okay. When you sleep, you actually the body goes through a lot of repair, resting, and it also optimizes weight control. Yeah. So poor sleepers are not so happy in the day, and it can also, if not enough sleep, it can also reduce your resting metabolic rate and cause you possibly to eat more the next day. So all these are problems when you don't sleep. Okay, so how much sleep do you need? 7 hours minimum if you can. All right, and some of you who are on the heavy side, you may want to reflect on how well or how unwell you are sleeping.
Yes, I would say that the poor sleep actually really affected my metabolism. It's one of the reasons for my extreme weight gain, and it's a vicious cycle.
Yes, right. Yeah. I think Phoebe and me have the same problem. I don't sleep because of work. She doesn't sleep for a lot of other reasons. And our body shape is very different. So we are going to take conscious effort on counting our sleep hours and see how we can transform our life from there, our body shape from there. So supplementation. Some people ask me, do we need supplementation? Phoebe, you want to touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, I think you heard me earlier on. We want to work smart even when I'm going through a weight management program. So supplementation really boosts your body's function in burning fat. We have great supplements to work hand in hand with your healthy diet and exercise plan.
Right. So, and because some of them are, it's the delivery system that is very good as well. For the 30 days, a big part of it is actually isotonic delivery. Okay, it's designed to help us adopt a new lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle because of all these problems that we have. I think, Phoebe, you mentioned that you had one of these issues here. Which one is that? Your yo-yo diet?
Everything.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. So you take a good look and see, which one you want to take. And I think I don't perform very well in this as well.
I think many of us, if we struggle with excess weight, we definitely have tried some kind of fat diet, like Atkins or the cabbage soup, or trying to eat apples all day. I don't know. Everything I probably tried a bit.
Yeah, Wendy mentioned about apple. Wow, I think I cannot eat apples every day. I feel like an apple after that. Yeah, I feel like I'm an apple tree. Okay, I'm just going to go through some of the products that is in the supplementation segment just for your reference. This is the fiber powder. It's a pink color powder, I think, and it's really quite yummy. Phoebe, how do you take this?
Okay, so we take this throughout the 30 days program. What it does is it boosts your fiber intake. It definitely helps with cleaning out your gut. We take this first thing in the morning after our lemon juice. After our isotonics supplements and our lemon juice with water. We take this just before we start eating our breakfast. So this not only fills you up, keeps you full, it also cleans out your gut. It's part of the detox program as well. So when we eat high fiber, we basically also keep our bodies full and in fat burning mode throughout the month and forever, actually, not just a month.
You're right. Yeah, it's fiber powder for you. And TLS Core.
Yes, TLS Core. TLS Core is something that TLS Core has a unique ingredient that brings back your leptin sensitivity. So leptin sounds so scientific, but basically leptin hormone is what tells your body to stop eating. So I definitely had major leptin insensitivity. I could eat all day. Like I could keep eating. I could eat dinner and still be snacking and Netflix and chilling and snacking some more. So when you have Core to support you throughout your day, we basically eat 2 tablets of Core together with our 2 biggest meal. That helps your body to feel full, to tell you to be full. And naturally, you will also, when you feel that sense of satiety, you'll be like, no, that's enough. I can't eat anymore. So that's also going to help you manage the way you eat long term. So you can be on Core as a completely natural supplement. It's not fat blocking or any kind of unnatural supplement that stops your body from naturally absorbing nutrients. It works hand in hand with a healthy diet. So it's gonna help you succeed in the 30 days.
All right. Thanks, Phoebe. All right. Wow, this is the yummy one.
Yes, this is something I drink when I'm on the go. I take at least 1 nutrition shake a day. It's great when you start exercising. You want something high protein post exercise. So we encourage you to consume some protein within 30 minutes of our workout. That's because you want to sustain your muscles. So your muscles will be hungry for protein because it has it starts growing as you exercise and it needs protein to keep building. And when you
oops, okay, lost Phoebe
throughout the day, yeah.
Okay, we lost you for the last 30 seconds. I think.
I'm so sorry, poor connection. Hello, I'm back.
Yes.
So I was saying that these protein shakes are great post-workout. It's not only going to keep you full, it's also going to help you build lean muscle mass, and that's exactly what we need, and that's our goal.
Wow.
Not just a weight loss, we want to build more lean muscles because that's going to sustain our weight loss long term.
Yeah, and there's so many ways to take this. It's so yummy. You taste it with we have it with the drink coffee. You can have it with fruits. You can have it with the nuts as well. But in 30 days, we don't do nuts, right, Phoebe?
Yeah, just for 30 days. You'll be fine without it.
Oh, yes, you're right. Okay. All right. This is the one that is not in the package.
Yes, this is not in your in your 30 days jumpstart kit because I believe we just kept it as basic as possible. I introduced this Tonalin CLA in my second week because obviously I have too much fat to lose and lots of belly fat. So sometime in a while you're going to see my before and after photo. This really helped me with breaking down all that stubborn belly fat. And what this does, it helps you build lean muscles. So when taken together with core, core's going to keep you full, and Tonalin is going to constantly help your body build lean muscles. It's like Batman and Robin.
Oh, yes, you're right. And it's really, really good if you exercise. So if you want to have a more effective or more efficient, acceleration, you really want to add this onto the pack. All right, I'm going to touch on a few more products here, which I've been taking, and it's really, really lovely. Our drink tea and drink coffee, for those of you who, can't win of this, we have very, very nice sachets over here. It's very efficient, and these are the three things it does, whether it's a drink coffee or drink tea.
Yes, so it's thermogenic. It's going to keep you burning fat throughout the day.
Yes, right. You can take it hot or cold. It's really, really nice. It dissolves very, very nicely. Tastes really great, isn't it, Phoebe?
Yeah, it's good. I love it in my protein shakes.
Oh, yes, especially the coffee. It tastes like a real coffee, actually. It is real coffee. Yeah, it is real coffee.
It is real coffee. It's got caffeine in it too. So for those of you who like me just can't live without caffeine, this is a great product to consider.
Yes, you're right. Okay, so there's some tests here. Well, it's a bit blur because it's published items, but it's okay. You can if you're in the program, you will get all this information. Correct, but these are proven. So they've done a lot of tests, and it's more efficient, more effective if you continuously take this for at least 60 days or so. Yes. So don't stop. I mean, like most things, you don't want to just sometimes take, sometimes don't take. You're not going to get any results.
Yeah. And if you want real results, diet and exercise.
All right. We're going to touch on this very, very briefly. Curcumin is the one supplement for liver. It's universal. So for us, ours is curcumin BCM95. It has a higher bioavailability, 7-8 times more than most products out there. So you can also take a look at how curcumin can affect you. These are all the benefits. So it can actually also aid in weight loss. When your liver, process food better, it definitely will help you get rid of all the toxins as well. So curcumin is a good to have. So if you have never had it, you may want to just add on to this. So there you go. All right. Not part of the kit. Please purchase separately. Yeah. So exercise is non-negotiable. So you may want to work on that. All right. So let's do it. Phoebe,
yes,
this is very important. Tell us how you go about it.
Yes, this is one thing that you must do because you will definitely see a change and you don't want to miss it. So do take photos before and after. You can see exactly how these ladies have taken theirs. Have a great weighing scale. It's not expensive nowadays to buy a digital weighing scale that measures body fat. I have one that measures my metabolism, my body age, and everything. So it will tell you all the nasties the day before you start your program, and then 30 days later you will be amazed at your transformation. You will see the numbers go down. You'll see you get a great measuring tape. You'll see your waist go down, and the moment you see the change, you're not going to go back. You're not going to go back to how you were.
Yeah. So we were joking about it. We said, hey, we better take this picture because you will never come back to this shape again.
You're right. So do take the photo because you'll look at it and say, I'm not going back to this.
Yes. But I have something to say. Make sure you wear the right kind of clothes when you take the picture. Nothing too loose so that you can see your body change. And I tell you something, it's going to be very, very inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, so something that looks really tight is going to start getting looser and looser.
All right, so this is a Jumpstart kit. It's really very affordable, and you get your shakes, you get your fiber clean, and you get your essential 4 over there, and your core. Right?
Yes.
When you're in the program, you're very, very serious about this. So only those people who are really doing it gets invited into this closed group. We're going to see each other every day. We're going to talk to each other every day, and we're going to tell exactly what to do, share recipes and all, and keep everyone's spirit up. So the community is very, very important. Okay, Phoebe, this one is over to you again.
Okay, so one of the things that we will encourage you to do is to get yourself ready. That's what we're going to do from starting today onwards till the day we start our Jumpstart program on the following Monday. Mm-hmm. So clean out all the junk, anything that is going to tempt you, get rid of it or put it in a separate cupboard and lock it up. Start shopping, start making a shopping list, buy healthy, nutritious food for yourself. Start ordering your Jumpstart kit. Order it today so that you get it in time. Look through all the program materials. Read everything. We have great resources. So if you're invited by a friend who has a TLS shop, you get your friend to guide you through the resources. We have plenty of online resources and start telling your friends that you're going on this program because you want the encouragement and you also want them to start looking out at your change.
Yeah, I know some of you are living with a family who may not be eating the same way as you. So you really want to prep them and tell them that I'm not really just losing weight. I'm just really, really working on a healthier me as well. So it will help if that you guys can support me as well. So when you go eat with your friends, you can actually choose the restaurant if you can, the restaurant that you want to go to, and pick a place where you have a healthier choice and options for you to eat well as well. All right. This is just a simple summation of what you have to do for post-workout snack. After you work out, one serving of protein within 30 minutes of exercise is really, really effective. And you can add your 2 Tonalin over there as well. So the nutrition shake is really, really very convenient. And Phoebe has this really, really awesome blender. I mean, I had one too. It tastes different when I use hers. when I tasted her. So I think the blender is really the magic tool. She's going to share with us even in the chat group. All right. And our phase 2 rules very simple: no dairy, no grains, no starch, and no sugar. We cut out completely. And daily food servings is very simple: unlimited vegetables, fruits 1, lower sugar, protein 3 or 4, 3 ounces per serving, and very good fats. All right. So the supplementation over here is just give you a very simple graphic of it. Day 1 to 7, first week, you don't take the fiber. You only add the fiber on the next 3 weeks. And that's also when you start exercising. Phoebe, did I miss anything out here?
Actually, we take the fiber every day starting from day 1. The one thing that we leave out in the first week are actually the nutrition shakes.
Oh, yes, you're right. Oh, my mistake.
Got it confused.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No
So right at the bottom is the others that you can add on. All right, the curcumin, the green coffee, trim tea, and cream coffee. Taurine digestive enzyme.
Yes.
I think someone mentioned probiotics. I think if you want to improve your gut and you've been already taking probiotics, probiotics is really awesome for cleaning up your gut as well. And also, those are things you can add on a regular basis. Okay, the commitment is very simple. Sorry, it's not reduce sugar, it's cut out sugar. Right now, we know how scary sugar is. If you want to look good for a long time, you want to cut out sugar. And I promise you, after the 30 days, your sugar intake will reduce drastically and you almost can feel that you don't need sugar to live forward. No carbs, no caffeine, no processed food, no dairy, no alcohol. Sorry, that's the wrong spelling over there. And sleep. All right, there you go. Drink lots of water, take lots of meals, plenty of greens. Count down to 30 days from the 23rd of November. That's the commitment. And if you are game to get into the program, just connect with me. I will put you in a chat group that I will start. Okay, from here, we're going to spend the next few minutes listening to Michael and Phoebe's personal journey. Yeah, okay, let me just stop share. We'll hold our Q&A for a little while. You may also type your Q&A in the chat. Maybe Phoebe first.
Okay, Phoebe first.
Yeah.
Let me just share with you what I have. Okay. So I'm just going to share with you some details about what I went through. And the first things first is I'd like to remind everyone this is not a diet, it's a lifestyle, and you are going to adopt a completely new lifestyle. And that is why we need 30 days to get our body and mind used to it. And you'll see within 30 days that the change is not just physical. So while I'm going to share with you some information about what I went through, I want you guys to type in the chat. Tell me what kind of ways you've tried to lose weight, and also tell me how it worked out for you. So quickly now, 30 seconds, type. How did you try to lose weight in the past? And how was it effective or not effective?
Coffee is okay, not heaven.
Anyone typing? Has anyone tried the cabbage soup diet? Whoopsie, sorry. Nobody tried anything? Intermittent fasting, yes. Intermittent, no energy. Sharon?
Oh, yeah. Because you only can eat at a certain time.
Anyone tried keto? I don't believe this. I'm sure some of you have tried keto diet. Okay, all very shy. It's okay, I'll move on, okay?
Yeah.
So, how do I make this move? Here we go. How is TLS different? So basically what TLS has done to me is that it has taught my body how to absorb nutritious food, how to change the way that I get my energy from food. And the major part of it is really diet. So I've been telling everyone in the 30 days change, it was mostly the low GI eating that changed my body. I lost so much bloatedness and I lost so much inflammation. You can see like my face shape completely changed. I got my chin back. It also adjusts according to your body composition. So all of us have different body types. I have a body type that is just, how do I say, I'm naturally curvy. So, the moment I eat carbs, I just gain weight. And with the low GI diet, it really taught my body how to eat again, how to burn fat again. And with science-based supplementation, which you guys saw, we are going to work smart in our weight loss program. And the last thing is education. So one of my ways of achieving some success is really reading everything possible. So the more you know, the more you're gonna succeed in this. And here's my framework, TLS also. And my framework is tell, learn, and strategize. So what do I mean by this? First things first, before you start telling everyone why you're going to this program, is to find out your why. And the why is going to help you in everything you do, not just a business or in your job or in finding any kind of passion or pursuing any passion in your life. Finding out your why is going to help you stay constant in this. So is it like, you are a borderline diabetic, for example, or you have high blood pressure, you have constantly high blood pressure that's just keep going up and it's unmanageable. So do you want to reverse or prevent a health condition, improve your self-esteem, normalize some hormonal imbalances? For me, I've been trying for a second child, and if you don't mind me sharing, I've been trying for a second child, and it's been challenging. And like Sharon said, perhaps our mind is telling our body we're not stressed, but our body is getting really stressed out. So that was the one thing I realized. My body was getting too stressed out. My hormones are all over the place. My metabolism is all over the place. And that's probably why I'm finding it very hard to conceive. So I thought changing my diet is and losing some weight is going to be key to finding my body back again. So find out your why. If you're serious about joining us in this program, start noting down what are some of the good whys for you to go on this program. It can't be as superficial as I just want to look good again. That's not going to keep you going. You need to find a deep reason for this. Okay. And when you find that, tell everyone. You have to tell everyone you know, because you need the support. Don't do this secretly and quietly. You also want people to see you have changed, and that's going to motivate you as well. The moment you start hearing people say, "Hey, Sally, what is this? What do you do? I want to do this with you." And then you have people coming along with you too. And then you're going to find long-term success in this. So the first thing I did was to start posting photos on my Instagram. I'm a big user of Instagram. So I told my friends exactly what I did. I told them my stories. On the second day, I tried to make these banana pancakes. You see the photo on the right side. It looked so terrible, and I posted it, but it was such a good laugh. Everyone had such a good laugh. And on that day, I had so many people coming in to tell me like, "What are you doing? This is so funny. Thank you for sharing this with me." So, get conversations going. You want to feel like you're not alone in this. And we're also going to have a chat group for all of us who are serious about this 30 days. And that's going to help us along, okay? So, more photos. Okay, so every day I posted photos. I tell them which day I am in my detox program. I told them I went grocery shopping. I tried to climb the stairs. I make my meals every day. I try my best to make my meals every day. I always show what I'm eating, and I make effort to post nice photos because that's also going to get people's response. More photos. We have great recipes in our resources as well, so you will not be left alone. You don't have to be a great chef. It's possible to make great meals without having much cooking knowledge. Okay, so the next thing is learn. So TLS, learn. L means learn. So learn as much as you can. All the resources are free. You don't even need to pay for them. The only thing that you need to afford is time and effort and some will. Okay, so everything's free. Just read everything. I went through the TLS website and I read through all the resources. We have great YouTube videos. We have great coaches online, international coaches to keep us going. You can follow the Instagram feed and the Facebook feed. I filled my day with all these, okay, because I'm a social media junkie. So every day if I'm looking at this, it's keeping me motivated. I'm hearing stories of other people. I'm hearing success stories. I want to be like that too. So here you go, okay? We have recipes, we have workout guide. There's a list to tell you exactly what to eat and how to eat. So you can't say you don't know, okay? We're going to send you all these materials and you're going to just follow it. It's as easy as that. And S stands for strategize for success. So in anything that you do, you must succeed, right? You want to succeed. So planning ahead and anticipating your needs. So you know your weaknesses. So anticipate what you're going to try and do, and find something to prevent you from doing that. For example, I have a really unhealthy snack drawer in the house, and I make sure that before I even walk to the snack drawer, I have something healthy on the counter for me to reach before I reach that snack drawer. So do things like that. Even simple things like that is going to help you succeed. So I have a list for you because I'm a mom. I make lists. So this is my list for you. You can screenshot this, and this is exactly what you need to succeed. Buy the TLS Jumpstart Kit. It's got all the supplements that you need. It's got the materials. It's got the how to eat and what to eat. Get additional supplements. For example, I needed extra supplements like tonalin to help build lean muscles. I also enjoy coffee, so I bought myself the Trim Cafe. I also bought digestive enzymes because I was always bloated. So every day after dinner, I'll take my digestive enzymes. You need a digital weighing scale. Okay, if you're still using a manual one, please just go and get a digital one. It's $20 in Singapore. Okay, so get one. I have one that connects to an app, and the app tells you your fat percentage, your visceral fat percentage, your BMI. It does all the calculation for you. You don't even need to do the math for your BMI. Get a measuring tape, measure your body before you start, and tell yourself, I'm not going back to this. If you want to be disciplined, get a food journal. You don't have to get a TLS journal. You can just get any notebook. Just note down what you eat for the day so you know how much you're eating, whether you're eating enough, and whether you've eaten the right kind of foods for the day. Get a water bottle. We're going to be drinking water all day. So make sure you have a water bottle close by. One in your car, one at your desk, one at the dining table. Get ready your food prep appliances. So for me, what helped me succeed in my meal preps was my air fryer and my little electric lunchbox steamer. So because nobody wants to eat like me at home, my family doesn't want to eat like me. They're like, oh, you can go and eat your rabbit food. That's what they'll say. So I prepare my own meal. So I'll just put everything in the air fryer, my 3 portions of vegetables and my lean protein, and I'll just cook it up quickly. And it's a 20-minute. That's my 20-minute fast food. Okay, 20 minutes, you guys. That's all it takes to cook my food in the air fryer. If you work at a desk or at the office, you can get cheaply an electric lunchbox. Okay, it's like a steamer. It just steams your food. One little pot. You can put your vegetables and meat in there, and that's your healthy meal. You don't even need to worry about eating out at lunch because you brought healthy food for yourself. If you're taking more supplements, maybe you need a pill box. And if you're serious about working out, get yourself some dumbbells or kettlebells. We have Decathlon in Singapore. It's inexpensive, okay? And there is my magic blender, you guys, on the bottom right. That's a Ninja blender. Sharon says it's magical, and I believe it is. So if you want lovely nutrition shakes, I think a blender is going to be very helpful. But if not, it's fine. A hand blender is fine, or a shaker bottle is fine. If you're fuss free and it doesn't bother you, so just use whatever you have, okay? If you don't have the resources. So you know what? In this whole week, plan for it, okay? Plan and strategize for your success. So make your list of what you need to do to prepare. You have Monday to Friday to do it. Grocery shopping. Making a list really helps you know what you're buying. So do your research, go online, or even look through the resources on our TLS Slim site. Make your list so that you have enough vegetables. There were days in the first week, I panicked. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm eating so much vegetables. I ran out. So I literally had to run out to the grocery store to pick up more vegetables because I'm eating vegetables 3 times a day. So plan ahead. One thing you can do to make preparing meals quicker is that you just chop up all your vegetables on Sunday or Saturday, wash all your vegetables, chop them up, and then they'll be good for at least till the middle of the week. And it's so easy to put together your meal. Just pick a few chopped up vegetables, put it together with your lean chicken or fish or tofu or eggs, and then there you have your happy, healthy fast food. Okay. There we go. So in my 30 days, I was very sociable. I went out, I met with friends. We had 3 birthday parties. because my husband, my son, and I all had our birthdays within that month. I don't know why I did my 30 days during that time, but I still allowed myself the skinniest slice of cake that I could slice because I'm like, I'm not missing out on the birthday. But I did my best. So whenever we went out, I picked a restaurant that had TLS friendly options. I made sure it was something that had lots of vegetable options for me. When we had friends over, I said, come to my house, I will cook. And I made sure I cooked something for myself to eat and for everyone to enjoy. And if you're going out and you're so worried they're going to pick something unhealthy, eat something first. It's fine. Your friends are not going to be upset with you. So eat something so that you don't feel tempted to order something that you're going to regret. Okay. And drink water throughout your meal. That's going to be very helpful too. Okay, so here we go, the magic. So this is what happened to me over 30 days. As you can see, I got my chin back, you guys, and all my bloatedness on my belly, it went away. And that was because I've been eating really bad carbs and high sugar diet and just poor sleep. So I'm resting so much better now. I'm not going to stop here. You can see, I can't go back. I just can't go back to what I used to be. And for me, progress is success. And you can continue to succeed every single day. So from now onwards, I'm looking ahead of what I'm going to do, right? So I'm going to join you guys for 30 days again because I know you guys can do it and I'm going to do it with you.
Wow.
Okay. So what happens after 30 days? Even if even if you're clueless, we've got programs for you after 30 days and you're going to see amazing transformation both inside and out. Your brain is going to change, you guys. Your brain is going to love healthy food. Your family and friends will start asking you, what is this that you're doing? How do you do it? And how do you, you look amazing. And you're going to want to stay on track for continued progress. So don't give up after 30 days. Keep going till you reach your final goal. You're going to be healthy. You're going to be happy. There's nothing else you want to be, right?
Wow. Well, thanks, Phoebe. I'm sure you guys can feel her transformation. You know what? I see her every week and I get the real deal. I get to see her melting down. And that's why we have this sharing right now. And I'm so glad that it's exactly 30 days before Christmas. So you don't want to miss out on being part of the team. But the trick is, if you want to get up close and personal with us, you have to join us in the program. Okay, we are down to, Michael is going to close the session. You'll be wondering what's his story all about. So Michael, over to you.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Michael.
Hello. Yeah, thank you for having me. Such amazing sharing. I mean, I've never really met Phoebe in real life, because of all this COVID whole thing. All I see are people on screen and just the face and the neck. So, the transformation and sharing the picture, I was like, wow, that's really something, right? So congratulations, keep going. So there's a lot of people here. I mean, the first time I heard about this whole TLS thing, it was a lot of information. Even me seeing this thing now, whether you're a UFO, been a while, if you have not done the TLS, I tell you, is actually a lot of information, right? The first time after I went for a session, I went back, I said, yeah, that's really amazing, but I did nothing. Nothing changed, right? It was until I met Sharon again, and then Sharon has this, I call her a trickster. We did another session, and it was last November, and I told myself, hey, December, I'm going to do this program. The main thing was for me to really get into it so that I really know how it works, right? Just, I think Lei Hian was asking whether do you drink the ice first or do you drink the lemon first, right? So in the program, there's actually a sheet that you just keep following. So you don't really have to think about what do you do first. You just follow, right? So it's true. I was a fireman before. I used to be really lean, very fit. But back then we trained almost the entire day. We wake up before breakfast. We're training. We have breakfast, after breakfast we're training, and then we're training again before lunch, after lunch we're training. So we don't really have to think too much about what we are eating, all right? Sorry, the kids just came in. So, but after leaving the force, we start to work, and if you think about your entire day, right? How much exercise, how much workout do we do? How often do we go to the gym? It's very hard to maintain with exercise, and therefore we have to depend on how we eat. So I've tried many ways to do it. I don't know what kind of programs you call it, but it didn't work, right? I work out a lot, but slowly the stomach came. It must be all the beer that I've been drinking, all the late nights, not sleeping by 12 o'clock, So nothing worked for me until TLS. So one thing that I really wanted to do was I told myself, the more I learn, the more I would know. So in order for me to really understand the TLS, rather than just listening and then say, yeah, I've heard about it, low carb, low sugar, drink more water. Why not just join it and see what happens? Okay, so I'm going to show you what I tried. This one here. You seeing my screen? Okay, so when I first tried the TLS in November last year, Sharon got us to do some measurements. If you look at my measurements, I was 73.3, right? 70 over. It's not very heavy. I wouldn't call myself fat. I wouldn't think of myself as fat. But I remembered when I was in the Singapore Civil Defence Force, if you remember the BMI measurements just now, 25 and below is for international. If you're Asian, you should be below 22.9. And when I was in the force, the sergeant measured me and I was 24. And he said, "Sir, I think you're a little bit fat." And I said, "Wow, but I thought 25." He said, "No, that's for international. Asian, we are below 22.9. So when I look back at this one, my BMI is 23.3. I'm a bit overweight, right? So I knew I need to be below 70 for my height, and that was my goal. So I did the program. I didn't really think too much about it, and I just kept going. And then, of course, you knew what happened. COVID came. I continued even after the 30 days. Back then, it was 21 days. I didn't know why it was 21 days. Now I know. It's actually something scientific. It has been studied that if you do something for more than 21 days, it becomes a habit. So even after the TLS that I did, the 21 days, I continued the lifestyle. I was eating a lot more veggies, sleeping right, drinking more water. So in June, I hired a personal coach because we couldn't go to the gym anymore. And she did this measurement for me. And my weight has gone below 70. The good thing is my BMI definitely went down. The body fat and visceral fat was my main concern. So my visceral fat has gone down as well. So people who knew me or who seen me in real life before the whole COVID wouldn't say that I'm fat, right? Sharon, I don't think you ever called me fat, right? So this is the measurement, a few of us boys, Huey, there's Alan there. We did measurements. And it was fun. The whole entire month, we had a chat group. We took pictures of our pictures. Of course, I'm not like Phoebe. I don't really know how to cook that well. So this is my food. It started off with just veggie, avocado. I think just now Wendy asked how you choose avocados. When you're in this, you do a lot more research on how a vegetable works. So for avocado, you basically pick off the stem. It's still green, it's not ready, and it's a little bit brown, it's ready, right? So as you can see, as time progresses, I started to learn how to do some plating as well.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Thank you very much. But I mean, if you think about it, not very fat, but I took a picture after that. I took a picture at the start and I took a picture in August. So not a lot of changes in terms of numbers, but in terms of body, wow, I wouldn't have thought that in November I was fat. But when I look back at this picture, I showed my wife, she said, "Are you sure you didn't do any Photoshop to this?" I couldn't believe that you're that fat, right? So I'm very happy with my body now. If you have a little bit of fat around your belly, visceral fat that you would like to get rid of because, normally you just wear a little bit more baggy and you would like to wear something tighter, well, you can try, right? I mean, Phoebe's journey is amazing, but even for, if you're a little bit on the tinier side, there are still going to be amazing stuff because what I've done is I've converted more fats to muscle. Okay, so that's my journey. But I mean, from now, I just want to say a little bit more. It's good to see some pictures here. You might be thinking, hey, I might want to try this or it's too much, right? The main thing for me, I think, is at the end of the day, you must have a goal, right? Like Phoebe said, a why. My why was, even before doing this, I remember I have a friend, his name was David. He wasn't very, very overweight, I would say, but a bit on the chubby side. One day he decided to go into CrossFit. And I said, why? Why suddenly CrossFit? He said, you know what? I went to the doctors and he said, I have to go on these pills for life because I have high cholesterol. And what are you going to do? He says that if I would exercise and if I can bring my numbers down, then I wouldn't have to go on these pills. He did it for 3 months. His numbers were still high, but he knew that he didn't want to go on the pills. And so he asked the doctor to give him another 3 months. He did another 3 months and he went back to in range. I said, what pushed you? What got you to really push yourself to do this? And he said, because of my 2 girls. I don't want to be, because his mom died when he was really young. So he said, I want to be there for my girls when I'm older, right? So that's a very big why. And after that, when he was doing CrossFit, he sent me this video of this old uncle, 59 years old, doing muscle up. If you don't know what a muscle up is chin up and go on top of the bar. That's a muscle up. And I told myself, hey, when I'm 50 plus, I would love to still be able to do that. Okay, I sent a video of me doing 20 chin-ups to Sharon and she says it's amazing. But that's me now. But if I'm 50 plus, 60 plus, I would still want to be fit. A lot of us are constantly building our wealth to prepare for retirement. We're constantly thinking about how do I become better at my skill in order to make more wealth. But sometimes we forget that our body, we are preparing for our older years, but not when we are 60, 70. We have to start young. Start now. Learn about good nutrition. Learn about exercises. Learn the kind of food that we should be taking. Right? So if we are thinking about doing something, it should be today, right? And why are we sharing some testimonials? Because a little bit of imagination, I think, helps. Because why? What we're trying to tell you is, if I can do it, if Phoebe can do it, so can you, right? Right? So can you. And the other thing is definitely, in order to succeed in this, we need to measure within a reasonable time. Right? So there are really good tracking sheets. I mean, why I didn't succeed last time before TLS? Well, I tried very hard. I understood how to, maybe not so much about understanding how to eat right, but I understood about exercising. I went to the gym a lot. I ran, but it didn't work until I did TLS and I just followed the system, which is, just follow a piece of paper, take your supplements in the morning, drink water, lemon juice, detox, what to eat. And I was constantly eating. And my wife would say, are you sure you're on a diet? right? I say I'm not on a diet. I'm on a weight management program. I'm building muscles, right? So there it is for you. Feel free to join in for the next session. I wish you the best for your body and for your future, especially if you're like me thinking about having quality life in our older days. Back to you, Sharon.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you for emphasizing the why, the system. I just want to end with this, your why, your will to the better you tomorrow. And the 30 days on the 23rd will be really, really fun. I promise you. I mean, look at these guys. Phoebe will be there, Michael will be there, a few of us will be there. And if you have one or two more person you think you want to bring along, let us know so that we can prepare them. So remember, if you're in, we have to just talk to you one at a time, go through how you've been living your life so that we can help you manage the 30 days better, because not everybody's going to start on the same footing, isn't it? Right? Okay, we've got some friends here. You can stay if you have some Q&A. If not, thank you for being with us today. It was really awesome. You were a very great audience. And I see you real soon.